I spoke to the governor, Governor Cuomo, just about 10 minutes ago. He would not go as far as some of the reports that you were just getting there, Shepard. It could be because the information has traveled to him in a way that can't be confirmed by several news sources. He would not say whether or not the FDNY helicopter was either responding to an event or whether or not the helicopter was forced to put down on top of that 54-story building. He described casualties but would not give me many details. I know some reporting out there suggests one person is dead. You mentioned the pilot. That could be the case.
Actually, Bill, the FDNY just confirmed that the pilot has died, sadly.
Okay. Yes, indeed. The fire is under control. That has been put out for the moment. As for how many people are up there, all emergency response teams are still on the roof of that building, Shepard, and where it goes from here is an investigative matter. Tell you what the governor stressed, though. He was downtown, southern end of Manhattan, and he said anytime you get moments like these, you have the PTSD, he described, of 9/11, which certainly you and I and so many other people around the country can relate to on a day like today.
Yes, certainly. Anytime there's a big event, no matter what it is, if there's uncertainty about it, there's a level of fear that we didn't know before that day, isn't there?
Indeed. It was a little hard to hear the last end of that, Shepard, but I think all of us, when the news crossed 30 minutes ago, that's where your mind goes, that's where your thoughts go, and thankfully the events of 18 years ago have not played out here today. Yeah. Our regards to the pilot of that helicopter, and we'll see what exactly they were responding to over time, given the investigation. To give our viewers a sense as to where we are, I'm standing at 50th Street. All right, you look north of 51. Behind me, 3 streets is the beginning of the north end of Times Square, which stretches for 6 blocks south of here. And on any given day, you'd find significant traffic and pedestrian traffic. A little less today, given the events here and also the weather on a Monday afternoon. But this would be the northern edge of the crossroads of the world. As we just get a look at some of the more some of the NYPD that's now responding here on 7th Avenue. Yes, indeed. And with the news of that pilot losing his or her life on board that NYFD helicopter, something that that has stunned quite a number of us. If you're familiar with this part of New York City, Winter Garden, the theater off to my left, the Manhattan Square Hotel, this is where tourists from all over the country and frankly from all over the world will, in many cases, this is their first experience, their first view of Manhattan, New York City. It would be in this location here looking south down 7th Avenue into Times Square, Shepard.